Do you want to know?
Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Susan Joke, the creative director of Sujok Home of Creativity, and in today's tutorial I'll be teaching us how to make this lovely 2-in-1 reversible twist turban cap. You can wear the cap ordinary, you can also wear the twist ordinary, you can wear it whichever way that you want. Yes, so thank you so much for clicking in, and if you're a new viewer, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a new video. All your silver material, you can use any stretchy fabric of your choice. Our fiber, you get your fiber at those selling carpentry materials. Then our trimmings, I'll be using these trimmings to embellish our reversible twist. Our scissors, our tape rule, and our tailor's chop. So let's go over to our measurements. The normal way we do our turban cap, but this to be like I'm doing multiple round shape twist as a pleated band turban cap with our reversible twist turban cap. So the head circumference of the person I'm making this turban for is 21.5 inches. So I'll be taking my measurements. I'll measure 22 inches because of my seam allowance. Then for the length, that's 22 inches is my wideness. Then for the length, I measure 20 inches. 20 inches length by 22 or 22.5 inches wide because of my sewing allowance. I'll set that aside. Then for my reversible twist, for the reversible twist is your head circumference plus 3 inches. That's your head circumference plus 3 inches. Because the turban cap, the head circumference of the person I'm doing is 22 inches. I measure 22 inches. So 22 inches plus 3 inches, I have 25 inches. So I measure 25 inches wide by 6 inches length. 6 inches length by 25 inches wide. Remember I told us that it is your head circumference plus 3 inches sewing allowance is what to be using for the reversible twist. So for our turban, yeah, you can watch what I'll be doing. I'm going to pick the edge here and I'm going to fold it in, let's say like by 1 inch or 1.5 inch. I'll fold it in, fold this edge in. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm doing. And I'm going to pin it down this way, fold it in like this. Now fold it in and I pin it down before taking it to my sewing machine. So yeah, the normal way we do our pleats, like so I'll be making like 2 or 3 pleats on this. So I'm going to pin it down with my office pins. I'll pin it down to the edge. So after pinning it down, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew. So after pinning the first one down and after sewing, I'm also going to make the second pleat. I'm also going to make a second pleat. Same way we do our auto gilly pleats. So I make the second pleat to the end and I also sew it down. Then after making the pleats, I'm going to check my measurements, as in the length of the band. So let's assume I finished making my pleats this way. So I'm going to check the length. Then okay, I'm having 7.5 inches like this, so I can still make another pleat. So I'll be making extra pleats like this. After sewing, I also make one more pleat to hit like this. So you can do as many pleats as you want. If you want 2, if you want 3 pleats, you can do it depending on what you want. But at least after making your pleats, you should be having about 14 or 15 inches is still okay. So now I have about 15.5 inches after making my pleat, so it's still okay. So I'll go off camera now and I'm going to sew my pleat. So after sewing my pleat, then I also pick my fabric, my material of 25 inches length by 25 inches length by 6 inches wide. I'm going to fold the right side in, then I'm going to sew it straight down from here to this place, then I'm going to turn it out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make my pleats, I'm going to sew my twist, then I'll get back to us. So I finished making my pleats. I make 1 2 3 pleats. So what I'll be doing next is I fold my material into 2, then I'm going to sew it. I'll take my head circumference measurement, then I'll sew it straight down. So the 25 inches wide by 6 inches length, then I'll be turning it out. So I finished closing my turban cap like this. So what I'll be doing next is I'll be taking it to my serger. It's good for you to weave your cap for neat finishing, except if even if you are making it for yourself, it's always good to have a finishing. It makes you professional. So I'm going to take it to my weaving machine. I'm going to weave it. So after weaving it, then I'm going to do the turban finishing. I'm going to make my running stitch, and we are done with our turban cap. I told us this turban is 2-in-1, detachable reversible twist. So this is it. Our turban cap is ready. So I'm going to set that aside after doing the finished work. Then I picked up my fabric that I'll be using for the reverse twist. The 25 inches wide by 5 inches length. I've sewn it and I've turned it to the right side. So what I did next was I make sure the place I sew is at the middle like this, Then I took out my tape measure and I measure 1.5 inches wide. I told us the measurement I used was my head circumference plus 3 inches allowance. So this is where the 3 inches we measured the other time, where it's going to work. So I pick up my measuring tape, then I measure 1.5 inches this way. I measure 1.5 and I marked it out. Then at the other side also, I also measure 1.5 and I marked it out. So what I'll be doing here is I'm going to stitch this down. I'm just going to do a little stitch with my hand. I'm going to do a hand stitch to stitch this hand from here to this place. Yes, at one end, from here to this place, at one end first. So I'm going to do it. Then I'm going to stuff in my fiber into it one after the other. So just watch what I'll be doing. So I finished sewing it the 1.5 inches I marked the other time. I've sewn it down. So what I'll be doing is from this other end here, I'll be stuffing my fiber inside. I'll stuff it in. Keep stuffing it in till you get this other 1.5 inches that you mark. I remain our one and only Susan Joke of Sujok Home of Creativity. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell beside the subscribe button to get notified anytime I post a new video. Also connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Sujok Home of Creativity. Yeah, so you keep stuffing it in. You make it full. Don't allow it to have any allowance. You can stuff it in with any long object you want. You make it full so that when the person will fold it, it's going to be full, and you don't have one side, as in it won't look somehow. So I'll go off camera now and I'm going to stuff my fiber in till I get to this 1.5 inches mark. So I'll do that and get back to us. So I finished stuffing my fiber in. Then this is the allowance I sewed it. Then I've also sewn this one too. Yeah, so what I'll be doing next is I take the two edge this way and I'm going to tack the two edges down got it, this and this. Then I'm going to tack it down. So I'm going to tack it down properly to secure it. So I'm going to tack it down. Keep tacking it down to this end. So I'll tack it down at the bottom. So I've finished tacking it down and I've cut out the excess. So this is the back front and this is the back. Isn't this looking beautiful, guys? So I cut out another piece of 5 inches wide by 4 inches length. So I'm going to fold it into two like this and I'm going to sew it down and turn it out. So I'll be using it to cover this part. But before I cover it, I'm going to put my trimmings. I'm going to embellish it with my trimmings. You know how you embellish it? Just put your gum, any gum, your B6000, but I'll be making use of UHU gum here. So I'll be applying my UHU gum to it. So I'll just put my UHU gum put a little here, and I'm going to place it on. Place my gum. So I'm going to place a little gum on my trimmings like this, little, and I'll wait a little for it to dry off just for a few seconds. Then I'm going to attach this part to the tip of my fabric, my twist this way. So this is it. So this twist here like this. Then I start rolling. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So after attaching, then I start rolling it. Then I can as well apply my gum at interval. I can apply my gum at interval, just a little gum. Just a little gum like this. Touch my gum at interval. So I roll, then I roll it in again, roll it in, attach my gum again, put my gum, move this side, and I also roll, pick it in again, and attach. So that's how I'm going to keep doing it till I get to the end of the fabric. So I'll go off camera now and attach my trimmings and get back to us. So I've finished embellishing it with trimmings. This is it from this end down to this end, and I've sewed the 5 inches by 4 inches length and I've torn it out. So what I'll be doing is I'll be placing it. I want to cover this opening where I joined my twist, so I'm placing it on it this way. So this is it. Then I'm going to tack. It and make sure this is at the middle. And I place it on it like this. Okay. I'm going to take it. Is either I take it to my sewing machine and sew it down, or I tack it with needle and thread. So after tacking it, I'm going to turn it to the right side. So tack it now. Tack it. Don't make it too loose and don't make it too tight. So I'm going to keep it tacking.
Beautiful day, and it's smiling, holding on to your tight. I guess our hearts can align, and it feels so right.
this excess fabric. So then I'm going to turn it to the right side. So I'm going to turn it to the right side this way, and I'm going to place there so I'm going to put it at the back. So this is it. Turn it to the right side and take the part that is sewn. Just turn it carefully. Turn it carefully. Carefully. So you turn it carefully. This is it. So turn it carefully, and there I sew is at the back this way. There I sew is at the back this way. So for it to keep it in place so that it won't be moving up and down, I'm also going to use my UHU gum. I'll just apply it at the tip of this fabric here. Just at the tip, apply it around both front and back. And I'm going to put it, place it on it this way. Yes. And I'm also going to do the same thing for the other side. Then do the same thing for the other side. Let's place it. Tip like this. Yeah, so this is it. And I'm also going to turn it to the back as well and do the same thing to the back. Make sure the front is dried. And I'm going to do the same thing to the back. Turn it down carefully. Yeah. You also apply it to the tip at the back this way carefully. Do it carefully so that your fabric won't get stained. And put it down to keep it in place. Put it down. Do that for the second side too. Then you put it down to keep it in place. Yes, I'm going to close my done so it's not going to waste and it's not going to dry up. So I'm done. It's my reversible twist. Isn't this looking beautiful, guys? So I'm going to attach it. It's detachable. So here's it. Very beautiful. You can wear it ordinary like this, and can also wear it with your turban. So I'm going to finish to make my turban finishing. I'm going to show you guys how it looks like, and I'll also show you how to rock this reversible twist turban cap. It's showing us how to rock this beautiful turban cap. I told us it's detachable and it's 2-in-1. So after wearing, you wear your turban cap, you wear it. Then after wearing it, you can either wear it like this, wear it like this. This is the number one way to wear it. You can do it like this, depending on how you want it. You can also take it to the side. It's not my size. I will have shown this properly from my head. You can take it to the side like this. That's it. You can also wear it to the left side. Anyhow you want it. Anyhow you want it. That is how you're going to wear it. Yeah. You can decide to make it a little bit up like this. Either which way you want to rock this turban cap. That is how you're going to rock it. Different ways. You can also wear your cap ordinary like this. You can also wear your twists ordinarily this way. You can wear it like this. You can rock it to that event ordinary like this. So thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to click on the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you are a new viewer, and also turn up the notification bell beside the subscribe button to get notified anytime I post a new video. I love you all. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Looking very beautiful, guys. Yeah, it's really beautiful.